Now look here. Look here. 1, 2. Look here. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 6 rubs right here in this little package. Now I want to show you something. Okay, so when you locate rubs, okay, what's this telling us? All right, we know this is their bedding area. Okay, we're pretty sure that's their bedding. Out here you got a bunch of, of fields and acre flats, and so this is probably their feeding area. Connects them. All right. So what's this telling you? What direction is the buck going? You can tell the direction a buck is going just by his rubs. We know just by this rub what direction this deer is headed. Okay, which I'm sure there's probably more than one just working this. All right, they're coming downhill. How do you know that? Just by this rub. Okay. I want you to look at something. Notice how a deer always approaches it from the front. Okay, they'll rub. Okay, so he's been standing right here. Now we don't want to touch it. We don't want to get real, we don't want to leave our scent on it. All right, because so you see all this bark behind. Okay, all this bark behind is still attached. This is gone. So we know he has been here. Now look at this, same way. All right, there's another one here. Look at this one. Same way. Okay, this is untouched. Okay, so what does that tell us? That tells us that he is facing this tree coming down this way. Okay, all right, so that's key 1. They're coming from this area down toward the feed fields or the acorn patch. All right, so this tells me I don't want to be on the other side of this going back that way. I want to be coming to the way that they're naturally traveling. Okay, so this tells me they're coming down this way on these trails here. Okay, so this is a real good use trail. Look at the acorns right here, man. I mean, there's just acorns everywhere. I'm going to put my stand. I'm probably going to go back a little bit further. I'm probably going to go back just a little bit further than right here. Okay, we're going to stay on this trail, stay on these rub lines, and I guarantee if we walk up here just a little bit further, you'll see some more rubs, and they'll all be same way. Bark on this side, they'll be going down this way, because this is his rub line. Okay, so these are things you can look for that'll help you determine which way that they're going, which trails they're using, and if the bark, if most of it was shaved on that side and this one, then it'd be telling us he's going up here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, stay on these. Trails connect feeding and bedding areas, okay? And instead of sitting right up in the middle of a food source, I would rather sit up, in between it. Deer never lose their, they never drop their guard. They never lose that sixth sense. But it seems like my experience, they've always just kind of let their guard down just a little bit because they're going to feeding and bed. They're going to a source. They got their mind on where they're going to. They're going back to bed. They got their mind on where they're going to. So instead of getting right in their bedroom and take a chance on blowing them out, or getting right into their food source where they're real cautious about everything, and I want to get them going to and from. So that connection, I see a rub right up there. So see, I'm already starting to see new rubs pop up, and I guarantee you they're coming down this way. Okay, these bucks are moving right down this way. So it's getting really prime time. I mean, here in about 2 weeks, it's really going to start popping, and I mean, we got a big cold front coming in tomorrow. So it's going to get rocking and ready. So we're going to get in here and scout a little bit more. But this is something you want to remember: check rubs. Something else that might help you is a lot of people look for these rubs on these great big trees. Now that'll happen here, I'd say, a couple weeks maybe. The closer the rut gets, then you'll start seeing these big dominant bucks, these great big 20-inch wide denborners or whatever the dominant buck in your area. He'll start making rubs on these signpost trees. Now when we say signpost means that them kind of rubs, he is marking his territory, telling all these other, something that's visible. He's telling these other bucks, it's my area, get out of it, So it's a signpost. It's a sign to these other deer. In the early season, you're not going to find these big signpost rubs. You're going to find these little trees. So you want to look on these little trees for these rubs. Now why? Well, okay, there's two reasons. One, of course, in the early season, they're rubbing their velvet off, which they've already got it off. They're all hard horn now. But it's another reason is, I've always said this, a deer's sole purpose for existence, his whole reason for living is working up to that month or 2 months where he breeds, all right? So everything a deer does, when he feeds in the early season, he's getting ready for the rut. He's building up that body fat. He's building it up, getting ready for that rut, so he can put on the weight, so he can chase, Two, he knows that he's got other bucks he's going to have to contend with. They're going to fight. It's just built in him. So just like anybody that works out, now, I work out some, not as much as I should, but I enjoy working out, lifting weights. This is what a deer does out here. They get these little trees so that they can, I don't want to touch it too much, but see what they're doing? They find these limber trees. They find these limber trees because they want to push, and they're pushing, working them neck muscles up. And that's what he's doing. He's working them neck muscles up. And so when he's moving, he's pushing and he's pulling and he's shaking. Same thing, someone who's working out, lifting weights or getting getting them muscles built up. It's the same way. Look here, it's limber. See, look here, limber. So you don't want to go out in the early season in October, September and look for these great big old rubs because they ain't going to be there yet. Okay, so if you're missing rubs, you say, well, there ain't no rubs in my area. You're probably looking in the wrong place. Because I know, I've been out with guys scouting before, and they're like, well, ain't no rubs, and they're looking on these great big trees, and they'll be there sooner or later. Okay, I'm sure, I guarantee you, with the buck I saw the other day, and he was a nice one. He was a nice one. I guarantee you, in give it maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you'll start seeing them big rubs coming into play because it's getting close. He's marking his territory. This is not really marking his territory. This is just getting his velvet off, working, getting them neck muscles built up. So you want to look on these small trees, okay? So that's another good tip. You want to look on these small trees. If you're not finding rubs, you're probably looking in the wrong place. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to have a look for rubs. We're going to find out which way they're going. Check and see what direction they're going. Look at the rub. Kind of scout it out. Look at it. See if they're going up or down or across. All right. Look for small trees in the early season. So these are just little things that you could do that probably will help you put you a little bit closer to that whitetail. Get on the, don't get in the feed. Don't get on the bed. Get in between. So we're going to go up here and scout a little bit more.